Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I broke my shit. So I now know not to hit that button. Whew, I'm back. Okay, yeah. I know. I hit the wrong button. All right, so now I'm going to try to reshare this back to Facebook so that way people can start watching again because I lost everybody that was watching. All right, let me hit this share button again. Hold on. I'm going to try anyway. All right, share to Facebook. All right, next. Share. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Yes. Oh crap! You know what I need to do? I need to plug in the power supply on this phone, so it doesn't. Oh, so it doesn't break. But no. So what's weird with this Prism program? Uh, so you just sit around and talk. I mean, because that's all I was doing. That's all I'm doing right now. And the great thing is it counts toward your 4,000 watched hours. So the four people that I had watching that now are just down to you and me would have counted this entire time times four. So like you're watching this now, I've got 2 minutes that goes straight to that timer. And if there were four people watching, it would be 4 times 2, 8. It'd be 8 minutes going toward that. And then, like, let's say if I had 20 people, times that. So, yeah. And the great thing is, since you're using your phone, you could do all of your broadcasts live. That could be when you try stuff, do trying stuff live. So, think about it. I know I would watch. Or you should do some of your stand up comedy. Oh, don't hate me for that comment. It was a phrase. It was a phrase. You could do some of your comedy live. That'd be awesome. The bad thing is that um, yes, it is with Prism. It really is. It's so cool, and it costs nothing. It's free. Um, so yes, do it. It's with Prism and it's free. So yes, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So somehow now I gotta tell all those people. I'm beginning to think you really don't. I really don't. I just kind of stand here and I wait for them to kind of magically appear, Megan. I really do. Uh, sorry, I didn't know. Carlos, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know it was a secret. You got to tell me these things. So, but now you're saying it in the chat. So all these people are going to see it now. Oh, it's not my fault. So, okay. I'm honestly going to paint something. I really am. I really am. Unless you guys want to talk about something, then we feel free to talk about something. And so, y'all don't go anywhere. I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee because I could really use some. And one day I need to stop talking without pointing at people. So, stay there. Don't go nowhere. I promise I won't break it this time. Hey, you guys actually stuck around. Uh, Sorry, I had to get some coffee. I'm glad to see you guys are talking amongst yourselves. It's awesome. Yeah, I feel bad because I lost Josh Shapiro and Tracy. So if because I can't text him because I was trying to answer somebody's text, and apparently you can't answer a text because it will. Um, Sorry, I'm reading your thing. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hey, Josh made it back. No, so apparently, if somebody got Tracy's number, text her and tell her, hey, I'm back because I tried. Apparently, I can't answer text while while apparently I can't talk, read, and drink coffee at the same time. Oh dear Lord. No, so since this is streaming live through my phone, I try to answer a text, and apparently I cannot answer a text whilst I'm broadcasting because it does obviously it shuts everything down. But I am so glad you guys made it back. So, so yes, don't. So Carlos, when you do this Prism thing, by the way, have you guys subscribed to his channel yet? Because you really should. It's an awesome channel. So, all right. So now I'm really gonna paint. I really am gonna paint. Oh, I know, right? Oh, yeah. The Italian girlfriend, she's in many pieces right now because I'm waiting on the one specific solenoid that's coming in from um, Scotland, as a matter of fact. So as soon as I get that solenoid back, I can get the coffee machine back up and running. And so, oh, speaking of which, would anybody care for a Netherworld cup here? Because after tonight, it's going in the trash. So, I'm downsizing all of my Netherworld stuff. I wonder why. So, all right. So, target practice, yes. 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 Although, no, because I don't want to waste my bullets on it. And so, um, all right, so let's try to get some, just paint over it. No, because I'll know it's there. I'll know it's there. Um, so, what I'm actually going to do is, I think I'm going to add in some more flake white up here in the top, and maybe some, yeah, see, I want to keep this white behind this white, because this white's going to eventually look like it's coming overhead like so, so I need to add in a lot of flake white and titanium whites to this, and then with this one I'll use a zinc white mixed in with a little bit of unbleached titanium, and maybe some pewter mixed in with it. Maybe. I think so. Yes. So, hey, Megan, how you been? I haven't talked to you in, God, years. Like, it's been 12 years? I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a very, very, very long time. And so, that's a good question. Wait. So there will be painting in these. Maybe, I don't know. There will be. See, that's the beautiful thing about. So I'm doing this new thing called abstract visualization art. It's where basically I will sit people down in front of a blank canvas, and I will describe to them what they're looking at, and I'll let it up to the viewer's eyes to actually visualize the image. If that doesn't work, I'll duct tape a banana right in the middle of it. And so, all right, I'm actually going to do some work. All right. Oh my God, yes. Are you still doing the wedding cakes? Because haven't seen any wedding cakes from you lately. Are you still doing the wedding cakes? This is why we had to wait 10 years. Yes, it is. It is. Very true. Very true. Very true. But hey, my next show is not so much, but I started. Did you really? So, okay, so how do I. So for everybody here, Megan, how do we find your baking on Stitch? Do I just look up Stitch? Now this is Stitch the programmer, not Stitch the Disney alien, right? Like last week. What? Wait, what oh, you did a Twitch stream last week. Twitch. Oh, Twitch, not Stitch. Okay, I was thinking of the little blue alien from Disney, and so chat not working for me in live stream. We need to catch up on things. Okay, Tracy, will do. Sorry, Tracy just. So here's the thing. So Tracy just sent me a text, and I can read the text, but I can't reply to them. So Tracy, if you're watching, because I can't see if you're watching or not, yes, I will text you tomorrow. I do Twitch. Watch the Twitch. So yeah. So how do we watch? God, that's really small on my phone. That's what she said. Okay, so the good thing is this is in the chat, so I can scroll back later. So do we just log on to Twitch and it'll tell us when you're there, or I don't know, man. I'm doing good having the YouTube stuff here. So I'll send it to your phone. Thank you, Josh. I need that because I have no freaking clue. Oh, speaking of which, did any of y'all get the PS5? And if you did, have you guys played Cyberpunk 2077 yet? Or attempted to play? Because my God, I heard it's bad. I heard it's worse than Fallout 76. So, all right, I'm gonna paint. I swear to y'all, I'm gonna paint. All right, so I'm gonna add in a touch of. I get distracted. So I'm gonna add in. I want to darken this. So I kind of want this to kind of look like a hole that's going down right here. So I'm gonna darken this up a little bit around here, and then come back and lighten it up a little bit, and we'll build out from there. So okay, all right. So let's add in some. You know what, I'm just going to keep with the pewter and the silver. So I'm going to add in a little bit of pewter to it. But I'm going to use a smaller brush for it though, because I want to get a little bit more detailed up in here. And so yeah, so I just want to just do like a little ring around it and all that, just to give it there, because that's all the underpainting and all that, so that will actually get covered up and all that fun stuff. Oh wow, hold on, I just missed a bunch of y'all's conversations there. Oh God, they're all gone. But okay, yeah. Oh, painting. Sorry, Carlos, I got distracted again. All right, okay. I'm reading. Sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time because it's very small. Like seriously, it's like my phone and the text is like yay big, and so it's just like really. Anyway, paint. Yes, Megan. Yes, I will paint. I will paint. And Josh just sent me your Twitch thing. I can see that popped up on your message. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add in some Cremenza white actually. around here. Now, do you guys remember what Cremenza White was? Cremenza White is basically flake white and zinc white is mixed. Basically, it is. So you can buy it pre-mixed. It comes in this little container here, and it's called Cremenza White, and it is basically a mixture of flake white and zinc white, and it makes a nice kind of transparent white. It's really cool. So, and I'm probably butchering the name, by the way. It's like Bob Ross with ADD. Yes, it is. Hey, that could be my new gimmick. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about that. All right, I'm really gonna paint now. All right. You know what? That actually could be my new tagline. I'm like Bob Ross with ADD. It's really bad if you haven't noticed. And the older I'm getting, it's getting worse and worse and worse. So, all right. See, that's why I want to do like these live painting sessions, because when I was doing the shows weekly, it was like literally I would be sitting there an hour and I would get no work done at all. And so, which one? Cremenza White or Zinc White or Flake White? Because I don't think Cremenza White was really a thing back then. 'Cause it's a fairly new color, because Flake White here is a very dangerous color because it contains lead. It's basically lead white, and technically I should not be handling this tube and drinking coffee at the same time, because apparently it causes ADD in adults. Wait a minute. But okay. So, but you'll notice it's very cool white. It really is. Titanium white, yes, he used titanium white like it was going out of style, like this one here, which is titanium white. It's a great paint you want to put down before you basically you can put the titanium white down, and that's your base layer of everything. It's like all of this was a complete layer of titanium white, because it's basically like a nice primer that really is really it helps, lack of a better word. Okay, to painting. So you can kind of see how it is like a nice buttery white that's almost transparent when you put it on. And so, you know what's bad? I might move the camera like over here, because I feel like I'm like my back is to you, and it's like I'm trying to like that's and it's like having these conversations, but I'm like with my back to you, so I'm gonna try to like turn around every once in a while and answer any questions that you might have or whatnot. Or you can talk amongst yourselves. Because right now I'm just basically bringing this in here. And I'm just kind of using that to blend that pewter I put on there earlier. I'm just kind of using this to kind of blend everything together. And this is kind of flat, so I want to add some texture in there to it. Oh, hey, Megan, does Ty still have his podcast that he does? I was thinking about that the other day. I wasn't quite sure if he does or not. If so, hell, put a link on the thing. Tie it in. Oh, and the next art show will probably be in May or April. So you guys mark your calendars and all that. Hey, Tracy made it back. And where? In the I'll actually be in Orlando, January 15th through the 17th, going to the Epcot Festival of the Arts to try to get some more artists for Dragon Con this year. And then I'm doing that on the 16th, and then the 17th I'm hopping over to Tampa to see the Van Gogh exhibit at the Dolly Museum. So yes. Yes, so that's my schedule, and I will be. I'm actually going to film the whole process too, so I'll be posting that probably that Monday on the 18th. I will give a review of the arts festival and of the Dolly Museum. So it should be a lot of fun. Okay, so I need to go back and add some. So I want to block this in a little more. So I'm going to use a titanium white, but I have to be careful because the titanium white will cover everything up. I know. Right, Carlos, the 16 is gonna be a lot of fun. So, pretty excited about it. So, okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of titanium white in there because this will. But I have to be careful because the titanium white will cover everything up, and so I have to be really careful because I really want to keep this here because that's really gonna help with the shadows, and it kind of already is because I'll go back and I'll like put in some more whites in here and all that. But like right in here, I want to add in. I want to start bringing this really forward and this forward. So I'll start using the titanium white at. So. Okay. As you can see, it really covers everything up that it hits. So you have to be really careful with it. But at the same time, it adds a lot of textures and all that stuff to it because it's going to be your brightest of all your whites. It really is. So we just have to be careful as we use it. That's why it's really good. Like when you want to do movements and stuff, I like using the titanium white as like the outer edge because it's so bright, and then I'll go in with that flake white, and I will follow up with that because that will help add in a whole lot of textures. So this is when we start building up the layers to kind of push this back and build this up. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add a touch of flake white in there. Oh, to kind of see how everything is going with the flake white. So. Mango's the dinner show? What? I'm confused. What are y'all talking about? I don't know. I'm off in paint land now, so I'm completely. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. There's no telling. And so. Now you notice that the flake white's going to be a lot different than. What types of brushes are you using for the clouds? This is basically just the bristle brush. This is a number 14 bristle brush for this one. Let me hold it up to the camera. Hopefully, I don't know if my phone is going to be able to focus in on that, but it is a normal, it's a 14 bristle, flat. And then like the smaller brushes, I use basically the bristle brushes, and this is like a number 8 bristle. I don't tend to buy like the like the sable brushes and all that, because I don't like the way that they're I don't like the texture they leave behind. So I use like the bristle brushes and all that because they're very firm. I like a firm brush. So all right. So you notice how the flake white, how it's not as bright as that titanium white. And so it's a good white that will come in right underneath it to add in, to help add a little bit of shadowing to that other one. And it's also transparent as well. Because if you guys haven't noticed, I really like the transparent colors. So you know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of that big platinum ball right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something very radical here. Is I'm gonna add in a lot of the yellow oxide. I'm gonna thin it down a bit. We're gonna change this drastically. We're just gonna we're gonna brush it outward. So it's gonna add in a little bit of effects there. We'll brush it outward and we'll blend it back in with our other whites there. And so I'm just gonna blend that right on out. I'm gonna grab some more of it, load up the brush, and just really hit that out. There we go, yeah. I think this little one right here with it a little bit, and this one right here a little bit with it, over in here. And come up underneath these. There we go. Alright, yeah, I kind of like that better. Then what we'll do is we'll leave all of those, we'll kind of put some pressure on it to really get into those layers underneath it. Push up with it. Back brush it just a little bit there. Then we'll go back and we'll be gentle with it again, and we'll just caress it and gently caress it and move the paints around very gently there. And that will add in some shadows and everything we need there. And we'll kind of come up in between some of our highs and lows of that titanium, and we'll just gently back brush it just a little bit here, keeping our angle going. Alright, yeah, I like that a little better. A little better. So, We'll see how it goes. Then on top of this, I'll go back and I'll add some. I'll go back and add a little bit of titanium to it, and of course a little bit of. You're a madman, not the yellow oxide. Yes, the yellow oxide. Especially with the gumdrop buttons. And it's actually transparent yellow oxide. So, you know what? I'm gonna add some more yellow oxide. Okay, I'm gonna use it to kind of really brush in some highlights right over in there. Oh, it's a beautiful color, isn't it? It's one of my favorite colors is yellow oxide. It's so beautiful. I like the way it's really cool because you can put it on heavy or you can put it on light, and I just love the way it just dances with the light. So yeah, it's a beautiful color. Has a lot of personality. It's like if I was to describe if I was to describe yellow oxide, I would describe yellow oxide as an onion. It has lots and lots of layers. Yeah, I like that. So how's everybody with the COVID? Yeah. Did you guys see where Britain is now under lockdown because now there's a mutant strain of COVID out there that's not responding to the vaccine? I did watch Shrek recently. That's why I'm like, not the gumdrop buttons. So what I'm saying, so yeah, there's a hey, it's Mikey. Hey, Mike. Mike, you remember Megan, don't you? Megan, you remember Mike? Mike, did you ever meet Megan and Carlos and Tracy? If they're even still here, I don't know. It just seriously, it shows me that I have 3 people watching, but this program is like Cyberpunk 2077. It's got so many bugs in it that I don't know who's watching or who's not watching. And so crap. What was I talking about, y'all? Dang it. I seriously got distracted. I really did. Yes, yellow oxide, and it has so many. See, there's a 12-second delay in between when you type that and when I was able to see it. So when you typed that, I was probably just staring off into space, going, "What the hell was I talking about?" But yes, and so because what was I was talking about Lord Farquaad the other day, and I can't remember why. I think I was probably talking about Tom Cruise being Lord Farquaad. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Not the gumdrop buttons. Man, I could go for some gumdrops about right now. Those would be good. That's right. I was talking to you guys about the whole. Did you see where Britain is under lockdown, or the United Kingdom is under lockdown again because there's now a new mutant strain of COVID out there that the vaccine doesn't do anything for. So, yay! So 2021 is telling 2020 here, hold my beer. And so, yep. Hey, Carlos, are you still here? I think Carlos left, didn't he? Yep. I think he left. I ran him off. Damn it! I gotta stop running people off. Ah, I'm always running people off. So I'm using that yellow oxide mixed in with the flake white here to kind of come in here and add in some depth and all that stuff in there. And so, but I got to be careful because I'll get distracted and I'll end up going this entire way with it. And I do not want to do that. But I think what I'll do is, since I'm probably going to do something here, I might come in and just barely dance across the top of this ledge there, just to kind of give it, just to kind of break up some of the uh, shadows and all that. So I'll kind of go in and just leave just a whisper of it, just a. So I'll come in there. So. And yes, this is what it's like with every painting I paint. So, yes, this is why it takes me so long to finish a painting, because the problem is, I say coffee adds to ADD, and I drink a lot of coffee, and so as I'm painting, I'll drink probably a whole pot of coffee, but by that time, I'm just like, there's so much ADD going on there that it's no surprise it takes me so long to do a painting. Um, but, you know, to each his own. All right, so now that I got the yellow oxide laid in there, I want to go in and add in some a bunch of flake white into here. So I'm going to clean my brush off and add in some flake white. And this is a little bit of the titanium white because I want to do the edges here with the titanium. You can definitely see the difference between the two whites now, especially when they're side by side. And I'm just going to gently brush this back, kind of blend it in a little bit. This is also where you grab some more of this titanium white because I really want to build this edge up here, right underneath, right basically on top of that yellow that I kind of danced around there to kind of give it some little bit of separation between the two. Because you know we've got some, we've got some action going on here, some action going on there, some action coming up here, some action coming down this way. So what I want to do eventually, when it gets all done, I want to control the viewer's eyes. I want them to start over here, and this part of the painting will, I know you can't see it because it's off screen, but just take my word for it. So it goes this way, brings them back around, and then you got this ledge here that kind of causes them to come back down this way, and they'll flow this way back up and over, and come back over this way, and then this part will bring them back down. So yes. The glorious thing about abstract art, you don't realize that you have to basically plan everything out. So, Oh wait, I have more questions. Gumdrops. Not all. Irish, that's your coffee. Let's see where that goes. Gosh, yeah, ooh, if I do that, I'll be asleep, Tracy. So, which I think there's a fun game people play with like NyQuil and something else. I can't remember what it is. Alright, so we're just going to blend this down just a little bit there. So we want that to kind of stop about right there. So that's going to blend in there and stuff. That's going to come up here. Just back push that a little bit to kind of blend that in, so because we're not ready to tackle that area yet. Okay, because we're still working on this area in here. And I really am liking this right here. This is looking awesome. I'm really loving that yellow oxide. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I might get like even crazier and put some orange oxide in there, because oh, it'll be crazy then. Crazy night. Putting in some orange oxide in on top of that yellow orange. Ooh, mixing my oranges and my yellow oxides. Ooh, I'm telling you. All right. I'm gonna add just a touch more in there. Oh yeah, I'm liking the yellow oxide. I'm telling you. Me and this yellow oxide might have to have a moment alone together, because it's such a wonderful color. Yeah, and as I'm doing like the weekly videos, so you guys don't understand, but this is how I paint all the time, and so when I do like the weekly videos, I actually edit all the hours of me just babbling about nothing in there, and so you guys actually get a glimpse of what it's like inside the brain of Jesse Hamrick. It's just babbling and babbling and babbling. Oh hell, most of you guys know, because I've known most of you guys a while. Okay, so we really want to add in some definition to this, because this is getting kind of flat, especially right there. It's getting really flat. It's no longer pushing back. It's like it's going back and back and back, and then it's like hitting this flat part there. That was the bad thing about putting that flake white on top of that yellow oxide, is that it really flattened out that yellow oxide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a smaller brush here, and I'm going to get crazy, and I'm going to add in some transparent orange iron oxide. I'm crazy. Now this one, it's looks a lot like the yellow, but it's got a little bit of red mixed in with it. So, and it is really bright. I mean, it is bright. And so, yeah, I'm going to add in some right in there. Yeah, you can see how bright that is. I mean, it is really bright. But we're just adding it in just to kind of help with that dullness of that. So we're just going to just gently just kind of fold that in all of our other colors. There we go. Gently kind of fold that around our edges and stuff. And see, I was kind of bringing that back to life there a little bit. It's I know you guys are having kind of a hard time seeing it on the think about, oh, I wonder if I could zoom. Maybe? Don't know. No. See, that's one bad thing about using my phone is that I can't really zoom in. But if you could zoom in, maybe you could like take a still and like zoom in. Wow. It is really bringing this. It is really bringing it back to life and all that stuff. And so, but what I will do is now that I kind of folded in all the oxides and stuff, I'm going to add in a little bit of yellow, a little bit more yellow in there, and that's really going to bring that, really help bring that back to life. So yeah, so let's grab a little bit of yellow. We're going to add in some yellow right on the... Oh, hey, Tracy, you leaving? Hold on, I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. I was babbling about yellows and orange oxides. Let me scroll through this text here a little bit. Question, do y'all... question, do all you abstracts flow the same way, or do you change it? Megan, no, they do not flow the same way. This one, I just basically wanted to do a whole, almost like a tempest thing where you kind of start, like you start and you're just like getting swirled inward and inward and inward and inward. Kind of like the, well, kind of like almost like falling through the hourglass kind of thing, you know, where you're just kind of swirling down a sink and it kind of goes like that. And so that's where this one basically came from, is, you know, watching the clouds and watching the water and everything. So I wanted to do a whole thing where it was just like swirls of action kind of bringing you around and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so no. So they do not all flow the same way. But most of them will flow either from right to left or left to right. So just some of them, yeah, I would say most of them will go from one way to the other. So, yeah, so cool. So I hope that answered your question. Where did Tracy go? She went somewhere. And so I don't know. I lost it. Itty bitty screen. So, like I said, once I get up to the 1,000 viewers, I can actually do this on my laptop, where I can put up my camera, I can do my laptop, I can do this properly and all that stuff, and I can actually have a big screen and type everything out. It won't be on my phone. And so, but gotta get up to those 1,000 subscribers. So I hope all you guys subscribed. If not, subscribe. I'll give you $1. No, actually I won't. I lied. I won't give you $1. No. But you'll have my gratitude. So let's get back to the yellow oxide, shall we? So I want to really bring this to life, so I'm going to go back and I'm just going to just barely just kind of fold this in on top of all of that, where I kind of want it to be a little darker, but I still want to bring out that marbleization of the to the oxides, to the bottom, the underpainting, because the underpainting was done with my titanium whites, and then there's a bunch of zinc whites and other whites built on top of that, and they're all translucent, so, or sorry, transparent. So even my iron oxides are transparent. So you get this really cool, it's almost like a stone marbleization look in my views. So it's like I still want to add this in, but I want to make sure that I don't disturb that underpainting. So we still keep all that underpainting there. And so we have all this beautiful layers that are coming in. oxides really cause each other to pop. They really do. See, once we do a bunch of layers of the... Oh, God, what the hell just happened? That was weird. Did I lose anybody? That was so freaking weird. The whole camera just went... So, God, is this still live? Holy crap, I have no idea. Wait, why do you need 1,000 subscribers to stream off of a PC? Because technically, YouTube requires you to have 1,000 subscribers before you can technically go live. But I'm using kind of like a third-party program, so it's called Prism. So I'm technically not going through YouTube. It's actually going through Prism, which I think is what's causing, like, there's actually a 12-second delay between what's actually here and what you guys are seeing. So, that's because it's this weird step that you go through. But when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can then go live